The awful news of terrorism has shrouded Holy Week and the joys of Easter as innocent blood is shed in so many places. Well, Deric Muhammad watches these horrors as a Muslim man who knows the difference between Islam and jihad and who applauds the work of Pope Francis. I spoke with him. Deric, thank you so much for being with me. Deric, you hear news of bombings in Brussels, followed immediately by news of bombings in Lahore, 70 dead, most of them children. You're Muslim. What is your first reaction?
My first reaction is that of condolences to those who lost lives in Brussels and those who lost lives in Lahore. And while facts are still unfolding, I don't want to speak too detailed to the facts because I was always taught to reserve judgment until facts come in. But the killing of innocent human beings based on their faith tradition is something that is reprehensible, something that we must denounce, and it's definitely intolerable. But I not only mean that when Christians lose their lives, the same principle applies when Muslims lose their lives as well. And from my understanding, just as many Muslims or more Muslims were killed in Lahore than Christians.
Deric, break down the culture for me as quickly as possible. You've described it as there is the religion, Islam, which is broken down into several cultures, and therein lies the disconnect. Explain that quickly.
Yes, where you have cultural differences, oftentimes you have political differences. And so Muslims who live in America, who were born in America like myself, we may not share the same political views as Muslims who may have been born in Saudi Arabia or Pakistan or other places. And what happens is aspects of misunderstanding of the religion are used for political purposes, and acts like these are unfortunately carried out. But the entire religious body gets blamed globally and worldwide for the acts of just a few.
I want to get to this really quickly. You speak about Pope Francis, your respect for his concern for the least of us, the people on the peripheries. Are enough Muslim leaders expressing that respect?
There are many Muslim leaders who are expressing their respect, but anytime humanitarian work is done, I believe that it should be applauded no matter who does it. I coined a phrase called spiritual activism, and if religious people would do less professing and more practicing what it is they profess, which includes reaching out to the less fortunate, and as we know, 80% of the world lives on less than $10 a day. If we would just get busy doing the work, then we believe religious tolerance would be the order of the day.